Hey guys, how we doing today? Listen, I'm going to go ahead and do a video version. If you're on my blog, you know you've already seen, the written version and the pictures and everything. If you're on YouTube, you may want to check out the blog. I'll go ahead and put it below, so you can see the written version, and you can watch this and then watch the written version too. I'll actually see it. So what you do is to start a listing is come over here and come to the marketplace. You're going to click on that. I already have it up, so I'm not going to click on it. When it comes up, this is actually, when it comes up, it comes into, it should come into the for sale page. But I am on the I'm selling, so you can see it in either position. All right, and you want to see this button right here. That's what we're looking for. Create a new service, a product, or a blog, is what we're going to do. I'm going to do the blog because it's the longest. It takes the longest. And I'll tell you exactly when you're going to see this as a product, So let's go ahead and get started. And we are going to list your first product today. Alright, so I'm going to click this button. This box is going to come up, which you will see in the blog if you go check it out. And we're going to hit blogs. So if you have a product, you want to do a product, you would click product or service. But like I said, the blog has a few extra steps, and I want to take you through those just in case you want to do a blog. So, okay, here we go. Alright, so I picked this one right here, as a matter of fact. So what you do is, if you don't have a blog, you have to have a blog before you do this. Once you have a blog, then you can come here and click on this, and this green arrow comes up, and you can click it, and it puts them into the premium area. Alright, click that. So now we're going to do a listing, and I am super lazy about this. I find it on the blog. When I set my blog up, I set it up to where I can come back, and this is being okay. I set it up so where I come back, usually the title is not as long as this, and I just take the title from there and I come down here, and when I set it up, I set up a little paragraph that I can use in my listing. Alright, so we're going to come back here and pop that in, go back to the blog, and we're going to just take this little paragraph here, a couple sentences, and paste it in there. Alright, now we got to go find the picture that goes with this. Alright, and you didn't get to see this part in the written version. I just figured everybody knew how to upload a photo, so we're going to just do that. This photo has to be 509 by 509. And I have a lot of recipes, so it might take a second to find this one. I'm looking, guys. I should have looked for it before I did this. Here it is. Okay, we're looking for size. This one's 519, 519. It's good. That one's not good. So we're going to use this one. Once the picture comes up, you want to upload it. Guys, if you get a picture that's, you know, like 4,000 by 3,000, you really need to resize it. If you have a PC that you can use, like if you're using Microsoft, you can use like Paint. Paint will resize it. Or if you have Microsoft Excel and stuff like that, there's one in there that you can use. Can't think of the name of it. I'll give it to you in a second here. Alright, let's come here. Oh, let's come here. Oh, thing's messing with me. I can't remember the name of it. Sorry guys. I use it all the time too. I just picked this. Open. See, I have Paint, Microsoft Picture Manager. That's what the name of it is. If you have the Microsoft suite, that you'll have that. If not, you have Paint. You can do it in. That's the only two that I ever used. You can probably find something on the internet to do it for free. So, you know, go ahead and Google it. So another thing, since I'm here, there is two options here. You can do an auction. That's what they recommend, or a fixed price. Now, I do a little bit of everything. I do fixed, and then I turn it into an auction, and then I turn it into a cheaper auction, and I turn it into a cheaper option. So, you know, I'm always testing on what prices and how many days these things will work. We're going to set this one up here for 1 day, but, you know, this is something I'm testing right now. So, like I said, you can pick a fixed if you want fixed. You know, you just basically, I can't show you that and do the auction too. So, a fixed would have a little bit of a different screen. If you want to do it fixed, basically you just put a fixed price in there, and you know, you make sure it's unlimited and set it all up. It's really easy. But we're going to do an auction, so we're going to continue. Come on, baby. All right. So I'm going to put a price in. I'm going to start this at 6 cents. If you're new, you should start it at probably a penny, 0.1. If you're doing a product, all right, that last screen, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, that last screen that we just did, that's where a product or service is going to start. All right. That's exactly where it will start. You have to fill that information out for your product, and then this is the second page, and then you're done. A blog has those couple extra steps there, and you know, basically we are pretty much the same. All right, so if you have something like a product and you want to reserve on it, say it's really nice, and you want, say, $100, okay, you want $100 for it, you need to put that $100 in here. It doesn't matter what you start this out at. If it don't reach that $100, you know, it won't sell. All right. And something I didn't really say too much about in the written version was the monthly, because I always do one-time purchase. I never do anything monthly. The only thing I can consider monthly is a service. You know, I could do some monthly thing for, like, if I wanted to sell this blog to you guys, I could do like a monthly thing on it. But, you know, most of the time I do one-time purchase. All right, and then if you're brand new, you want to set this at 10 days. I want to set this at 1, but I change it up. Sometimes I'll set it at 3. Sometimes I'll set it at, it depends. If it's a sponsored, you know, a sponsored product that isn't mine, I set it for 10. If it's my product and I know a little bit about it, I'll set it at different prices. You know, I'm testing all the time to see what's going to sell and make me the most amount of money. Now, sometimes you put it in for 10. Oh, see, okay. Sometimes you put it in for 10 and the price goes, I mean, I have no idea why people would, bid. I've had bids into the hundreds of dollars for a recipe, and that's just outrageous. And so basically, to stop that, you bring the days down. And that's not the case here. I'm just trying something out. So in the buyer's notes, I have a little saying that I have that I just copy and paste, and it's basically how to get the product and thanking them and telling them about feedback. If you go to the blog, I have that for you. You can actually, copy and paste it into your own notepad and go ahead and use it if you like it, or take some of what I have there and change it up, whatever you like to do. So then you agree to terms of conditions here and hit continue. One other thing I didn't say anything about was the sponsoring. I kind of jumped past a couple things here. So I do mine for 60 days, and you may want to change that, like for products or something. You might want to make that a shorter date, so many days, maybe 10, maybe 30. Same thing with the service. You might want to, change the days there if you're going to let somebody else sponsor it. If you do want them to sponsor it, you click this. It's usually set up that way. If you don't want them to sponsor it, you definitely want to unclick it. The buyer's requirements here for blogs and stuff like that, I usually leave it at default. It's actually not working, so I'm not going to open it up, because if I do, it'll just send this away. But you can actually change a few things. They have some sentences in there and boxes where you can check if whatever, you don't want that to happen, or if you want buyers that don't have any problems, that people that haven't had any unpaids, something like that. So right now it's not working. If I would click it, it would just send this off. So I'm not even going to try, because it hasn't been working. So if you want to save it, I have never done this, but if you want to save it for some reason, maybe you don't understand something, you can actually click save there. But we're going to go ahead and continue. This box is going to come up. You can check this out if you want. You can click there, and so you can tell I'm not auto approved. I had some problems. Click that, and it's right here basically. Voila, there it is. It's active. This is the one that actually we did in the blog right here. And like I said, I'll put the blog post URL below. And if you just happen to get it before it, I won't start this blog till tomorrow morning. Like if you check it out for some reason tonight, which is the 8/21/2016, and it's about 10:30. So if you don't check it out till the next day, well, the blog's not going to be there until tomorrow. All right, guys, I hope that's cleared things up. Basically, when you hit that button, it's going to come back to your I'm selling page. That's what this page is. And this is where you fix your auctions and start them, and check them out. So you can see how many bids you have. You can see the price that it's up to, and that's how you do it. See, this one needs restarted. Nope, that one's active. It's a little bit hard now because they put an action button on all of them now, and you have to look below where it says active. It'll say incomplete or complete or whatever. All right, so that is how you do that. It's very easy. I would suggest looking at the written view, because you could always have the written view in a different tab, and you'll be all set. You can just kind of follow along what it says and do it. Another reason you want to learn how to do this, not only to just do products and stuff, is a lot of times you're going to get surge alerts for like $6 to $14, and you don't want to miss those high-paying surge alerts. And I did the exact same thing when I started. I didn't know how to list, and it just seemed like it was going to be a big deal. And finally, I just had to do it because I was losing too much money on surge alerts. All right, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, go ahead and check out the blog if you're on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next video.